This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them buckets.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready, break.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Rudolph. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Gets it to Gordon.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Bills send the punter out. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, Gruber. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Stay with your man.
On 1st and 10, Gruber. He's got it to Hilton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
On the double. 52 right here. Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing on first down. Gruber. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
from the gun on third down. Gruber looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Nice play there to force incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Recon, 132 fighter. Switch.
They'll run with Drake. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
At the Saints 39-yard line. On the ready. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Set. 30 base. Five. Go.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21.
And two stop. Keep it up, guys.
On first down, Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Drake. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready? 50, play. Hey, whoa.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Gruber. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Gruber. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Gruber. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Samaje Perine, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bills have once again taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match. Nowhere.
Hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
It's our field. It's our field.
Ready? From the gun, Gruber. And Thomas has it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second and 12, Rudolph able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Hey, Charlie! Hurry, hurry! Now!
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
It's caught. Lockett. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Gruber. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a pickup of 6. Operating from the gun. Gruber, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 4. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Gruber. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gruber looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken right on the 30. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. Leo. Hit it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready.
They run it again with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6. Yeah, baby. Set up. 60 or. Hey, Zoo. You better bring it.
To throw on 3rd down. Gruber. And he's got his man Hilton. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rudolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rudolph. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
On 3rd and 2, Gruber. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
On 2nd and 7, Rudolph. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Go, go.
Rudolph on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. Incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Delta.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Mostert breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Gruber. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. On first down, Irvin. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Kendall Beckwith on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rudolph. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to throw, Rudolph. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, nope.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Irvin. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Gruber. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Gruber. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Safarian Jenkins has it. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
To throw again on second down. Rudolph. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. Now Rudolph on first down. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Now it's Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. They'll run on first down. It's Drake. A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. Rudolph now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, exit.
Here we go on fourth. Rudolph. He's got Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Back to throw. It's complete to Drake. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Here's Pirine. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
70, Indy, protein spill.
On 2nd and 12, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. It's caught. Block it. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Gruber. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it 3rd down.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
They'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
On the double.
Right back to Drake. And an alley to run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a carry for P-Rod. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it's all going to come down to Steven Hauschka. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy.